Hi everyone, today is Thursday, September 29th, 2016, and let's just hear an extract from the Groxed One's latest video.
On our channel, we show how all of this is actually leading towards the end of days and World War III and the fall of the USA through there.
The Fool of the USA. Just like The Fool, the TV show that comes back tonight in the UK. If Paul Spector ends up dying in the latest series of The Fool, then it represents the grievous head wounds to the beast. It's either 22 hours ago, just like Revelation 22. So, remember in the last video I went on about this Imagine Dragons band and the symbolism within the actual band's name and the lyrics of their songs and such. But there was one thing that I forgot to mention, and that is when they were talking about radioactive, it's just like radioactive rods of nuclear that are in nuclear power plants. See the nuclear power plant right there with that dome right there? So imagine dragons, just like the dragon coming after the woman of Revelation 12. That woman right there. For those who don't know, the dragon is Satan, known as the fifth angel. But essentially, right, even radioactive, it's got to do with nukes as well. But let's go back to this. See that butterfly right there? That goes back to the butterfly in Alice Through the Looking Glass. The butterfly played by Alan Rickman, who's now dead. Alan Rickman may have been an Illuminati sacrifice, who knows? But, like, it even goes back to the butterflies in Alice Madness Returns as well. Even the butterflies in this BBC music thing. See, God only knows. And then this guy represents Jesus. See how he looks like Jesus with his hair and his beard and such. And then see, Satan will fool us lightning, see? And there's Sam Smith representing Gainus rising up. And that window represents the door that we have to go through with Jesus Christ to get into heaven. So, yeah, like, see the woman riding the horse or the woman riding the beast. See the woman riding the horse or the woman riding the beast, right there. She represents the woman of Revelation 12. And so does she. So she represents the woman, sorry, her and her both represent her, the heavenly woman of Revelation 12. Thank you very much, everybody. Hallelujah. God bless. Keep faith in Jesus Christ and God. Paul Spector represents this guy, the Red Kachina of Hopi Legends, the Destroyer. Because he destroys people's lives. Even Tom Hiddleston, most of the roles that he's in, he plays an evil person. Like Loki in the Avengers and even Thomas Sharp in Crimson Peak. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen all of his films, so I imagine he plays a good person in some of his films, but I'm not entirely sure. But Like, so Tom Hiddleston represents this Hopi legend destroyer, the Red Kachina. That's why he was even in that advert, British villains. So this dragon represents this Red Kachina, the destroyer known as Satan, and the fifth angel. See, Elton John represents gayness rising up as well. Like, see one of Satan's fallen angels right there. Well, Satan and his angels are coming down in this great millstone right here. See, it's even got a lot to do with sex as well. Like, so this great millstone right here is just like this dragon, and just like this Red Kachina. Crazy or not, it's true. Because it's like when Michael the Archangel casts down the Red Bull. The Red Kachina and the Red Bull are the same thing. Like, I know it doesn't make much sense because the Red Kachina is supposed to ride the Red Bull, but they're part of the same entity, if you like. It's just like Jesus and gods. They're supposed to be like separate people, like father and son, but at the same time they're supposed to be in the same person. The same with Satan and the Antichrist. Like, they're supposed to be father and son as well, but at the same time they're the same person. I know it's hard to understand, but it's true. Because the same entity is basically like, there's two separate entities, right? There's the entity that is inside Jesus and God, and then there's the entity that is inside the Antichrist and Satan. But at the same time, like, God's created this Red Kachina known as Satan. Because, I mean, people need to be punished for their sins. It needs to happen because they can't just get away with it. Let's do one final recap. This Red Kachina, this destroyer, represents the same person as Paul Spector, this dragon, this millstone, and even Tom Hiddleston. And Obama as well. See how Obama is in the middle of all of these. See how Tom Hiddleston is in the middle of all of these. Because they're ruling over them. They're like the leaders. See how they both have ties? See how they're both wearing suits?